So I feel sorry for you guys. God gives us water for free, and you guys are paying for water.
Life's like if you have to pay as you use, then you have to measure the quantity of water you use.
Yeah. But I think your safety, the peace, and the fact that you are saving a lot of money. Guys, she's cheating here. Don't do that. Don't cheat.
You can't even. Guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tochi. If you're seeing me for the first time, you're very much welcome. And to all my returning subscribers, you guys are welcome back. So guys, in today's video, we're comparing life in England and in Northern Ireland. So we're talking about the difference when it comes to living in England or living in Northern Ireland. So if you don't know, the United Kingdom is made up of 4 countries, and it's England, Northern Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. So I stay in England and Nanel stays in Northern Ireland. So we are here to compare the two. So if you're planning to move to the UK, you're planning to move to Northern Ireland, or you're planning to move to England, we're here to give you a heads up of what to expect. So please stick around. But quickly, let Nanel do a brief introduction of herself for those who will be seeing her for the first time here. Though she's not new to this channel though, but let's just give her the chance to introduce herself.
Hi everybody, so my name is Nanel Griselda. For those who don't know me, I'm a nurse here in the UK, but I'm originally from Ghana, and I'm a YouTuber as well. Yes, and I currently live in Northern Ireland, just like Tochi said. And I'm happy to be here. Yeah.
We're happy to have you here.
Thank you.
So yeah, let's just get right into the video without wasting much time. So Daniel, though I think you should move to England though, because I feel like I don't know what you guys are doing in Northern Ireland. But let's see. Tell us a reason why we should move to Northern Ireland. We'll just probably mention a topic and then talk about the difference. Daniel will talk about what it's like in Northern Ireland, and I'll talk about what it's like here in England. So Nana, when it comes to renting a house, buying a house, what is it like in Northern Ireland?
So when I first came here, I was in the same place. Initially, I was paying £495 per month, and it's a 2-bedroom apartment. And over the years, it has increased to 525. And I live in the city, I live in the city. So things are supposed to be a bit expensive in this area, and this is how much I'm paying. So I think rent-wise, I think I beat you guys in England when it comes to rent. It's quite affordable. I don't know about the space and then the size of the property compared to England, but since it's in the city, it's a bit small. The rooms are quite small. But if you move outskirts of Belfast, you could get, let's say, the same property for bigger rooms. And I have friends that are living in, let's say, 3-bedroom apartments, 4-bedroom apartments, and are paying 600 and 700, very spacious ones. So I think rent-wise, this place is the best, honestly. And if you look at the, most affordable places to live in the UK, most of the places mentioned are here in Northern Ireland. I think out of the top 10, there are 4 or 5 places that are all in Northern Ireland here. So yeah.
What about buying a house? When it comes to buying a house, would you say houses in Northern Ireland are quite affordable?
Obviously. If you're looking at a place close to the city, you could get something like 180,000 for, let's say, a 3-bedroom house, 200,000 in the city, not outskirts of the city, And if you're looking for outskirts as well, even cheaper, you understand? So I think property and rent, this place is the best. Yeah,
I think I agree with you, because I'm not sure you will find any 2-bedroom house in the UK for £400. I'm not sure. When I was in a 2-bedroom house, we're renting it for £600. So yeah. And then for a serviced apartment, like a self-con, the highest or the lowest you can get is £500, all bills inclusive. I'm not sure you can find a house of £400. I don't know, please correct me, but I'm not sure you can find a house of £400 here in England.
So that being said, I think if you're a single person and you're really keen on saving a lot of money, when I was coming, I didn't have anybody in mind that, I want to be close to this person in, let's say, London or wherever. I just wanted to come and then start my profession, start my career, and then save a lot of money. So this place was quite helpful. Yeah. But we'll move to the other, not so pleasant things later. Yeah.
So guys, you've heard it, houses are cheaper, whether it's renting or buying a house, they are cheaper in Northern Ireland than here in England. All right, so now that you won, this is 1-0.
I bet you I win everything. Okay.
So what about utility bills? The water bill, council tax, electricity, gas, everything. And what is it like in Northern Ireland?
So I feel sorry for you guys. God gives us water for free, and you guys are paying for water. I mean, how? We don't pay water bill in Northern Ireland free. I've never seen what's that? Free, no water bill. Never. In my 3+ years of being in the UK, I've never paid water bill. So guys,
wow, you are really enjoying. You are really enjoying in Northern Ireland. So here you pay water bill. For some houses, your payment depends on how you use water. For some houses, and they just give you a bill to pay every month.
See,
right?
I
So
can
you pay
shower
water
for 4
bill.
hours. I can shower for 4 hours, and there'll still be no bill at the end of the month. Yeah.
So here in life, like if you have to pay as you use, then you have to measure the quantity of water you use. So yeah, we pay water bill, gas bill. Do you guys pay council tax?
What is that? We don't know anything.
The tax you pay to the council.
We don't pay anything like that, my dear. All our money is in our pocket.
Oh my god! Are you sure I will not start considering moving to Northern Ireland?
Think twice about it. There's nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Okay, so guys, in England you pay council tax, all right, and the tax you pay depends on the kind of house you live, right? I don't know how they measure it. Depends on the kind of house that you live, and depends on your council as well. So that will determine the amount you will pay to the council for council tax. So yeah, so now this is 2-0.
So 2-0 against England. Yes. Wait, let me add that obviously for heating purpose, that one we do pay. So depending on where you live, if you live in a house that uses oil, you buy oil. I was not so fortunate. My place uses oil, so I buy heating oil, which is a bit expensive. But if you are lucky and then you get a place that uses gas is cheaper. People can pay 20-30 pounds for that's for heating of the home for the entire month. But I use oil, which is quite expensive. So that one, it depends on the property that you are renting. Some have gas, some have oil. So usually the gas is cheaper. I use oil and I can pay, let's say, if it's in the cold months, I can pay like let's say 80 or 100 pound worth every month. But if it's warm, obviously you don't use much of the heating. So yeah. But there are places that use gas as well here. So it's just my place of living.
But for that aspect, I won you because mine is cheaper compared to yours because I use gas. So yeah, this is 2-1. So let's move to the next point, which is childcare. Childcare is a big struggle for everyone that lives abroad. So what is childcare like in Northern Ireland?
I think for childcare, it's basically like everywhere else. I think it's like everywhere else. Either you're taking care of your child yourself, or you and your partner are, taking turns and taking care of the child, or you could get a babysitter, a private babysitter to come and take care of the child, or you could take the child to a childminder. And from what I heard, childminders here are taking about £4 to £6 an hour. The only thing is that they start around 8:39 and then they close around 5 or 6 p.m. So that's the only issue. So if you're doing a 12-hour shift, by the time the childminder is closing, you are still at work. That's if you're doing like a day shift. So that's the only issue. But I think for childminder is about between £4 to £6 an hour. But I think basically childcare cost is nearly the same everywhere.
For £4 to £6 per hour is quite cheap. Okay. Compared to what we get here. We get as high as £8 per hour, £7-8. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's covered that sometimes when you want to go to work and earn about that same amount, you're giving everything to a childminder and you'd be like, what's the point? Let me just stay home.
Yeah.
So it's because they charge some of them, this is like their full-time job. So they have to, charge what makes sense to them. I remember when we wanted to put my daughter in pre-nursery, we saw a school that was selling us £40 for one day. Yes. For a day.
The issue is that these registered childminders sometimes they take care of their children in their homes, right? And then sometimes they have a limit. Let's say they're not supposed to take more than 8 kids at a time. So it's also not that easy to find. I don't know if it's the same in England as well. It's the same, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never gone to a childminder though, but I know about pre-nursery and all of that. Because like you said, it's either you take turns to take care of the kids, or one person stays at home to take care of the kids.
Yeah, it's better economically. Yeah.
So it's the same. It's almost the same everywhere.
Yeah.
The struggle of childcare. All right. So I don't know. There's no winner for this one. It's draw. So yeah, the next one is diversity when it comes to having blacks and Asians around. What would you say about that in Northern Ireland?
Just say you won, okay? Just say you won, because okay, it's really not that pleasant when it comes to that, because there's so many, that there are foreigners here, but the blacks here, we are not that much compared to England. We are not that much. I can say in my church, which is like mostly African populated, it's not even up to my church. Even on a good Sunday when everybody's in church, I don't think we are up to 30, you see, with all the kids inclusive. So it's like that. And there are bigger African churches though, but just an example. So you don't really get loads of Africans here in Northern Ireland. People always prefer England.
So you already said it yourself. We have so many blacks and Asians around here.
There are Asians here as well, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have so many blacks and Asians, so it's very easy to make new friends and socialize when you are in England. So when it comes to church, there are churches that you would go to and you would feel like you are at home, right? The vibe and everything to be giving you feel like, okay, are you sure I'm in England or am I still in my country? So yeah, it's like that in some churches and in some cities, especially in London.
Obviously, yeah.
Especially in London. So Nana, when it comes to the weather, the accents, and the friendliness of the people, what do you have to say about Northern Ireland?
So generally, I think the accent here is a bit like difficult to understand, because we have lots of Irish living in Northern Ireland, so they have another language aside like the English, you understand, and so the accent is too thick. But with time, you get used to it. It's yeah. So the accent is quite thick, and the friendliness of the people. Generally, most people are friendly, but obviously, just like anywhere else, there's definitely some form of discrimination. And when it comes to the weather, I think that Northern Ireland is a bit colder than some parts of England, especially like London, and it rains here quite often. Let me also add that another thing that I think makes Northern Ireland way better than England is that there's peace here. Hardly will you hear knife crime, gangs, and all that here in Northern Ireland. I think if you have kids and then you want a quiet, safe place to raise your kids, I think this is the best place, because like the vices and the crime rate is generally very low. Apparently, we are even one of the safest countries in the world. Actually, I think it's just really, really peaceful and a good place to raise your kids. But like I said, there are other things like your kid could probably be the only black in their school because there are not so many blacks, and that could lead to some form of bullying or discrimination or unfairness and all that. So you can't eat your cake and have it. But I think in general the positive part of Northern Ireland outweighs the negative part. And then another thing is that, because this place is not as big and there aren't so many companies, let's say if you are thinking of migrating to this place with your partner, maybe if your partner was in London, they would have gotten a job easier. Like for healthcare professionals, I mean, there are jobs everywhere for us. We are in demand everywhere. But for other professions, maybe it'll be easier for your partner to get a job easily in some parts of England, but maybe not so easy in Northern Ireland. You see, so those are the pros and cons. And yeah, the inconvenience. Let's say if you want to travel to France, there's no France or Schengen embassy here. You have to travel all the way to, let's say, London or Scotland or wherever. So those are the kind of things here. But I think your safety, the peace, and the fact that you are saving a lot of money makes this place better. Yeah. So guys, comments below. Which place?
Yes, please leave comments for us. But I think it also depends on the part of England where you live, because some parts of England are way peaceful than some other places. So yeah, because personally where I stay, I've never heard about any vice or any crime or anything. The crime rates are quite low here. Yeah, so in that aspect, I think it depends on where you live in England. Yeah, so when it comes to weather, of course, I've not been to Northern Ireland, so I don't know how cold it is there. But I plan to visit this
You
summer
should.
very soon. Yes, and for the friendliness of the people, like you said, generally they are friendly, but once in a while, I've never experienced any form of discrimination. To be honest, I haven't. Yeah, so I just think they are friendly and kind in these parts of the world where I live. People are generally friendly and kind. So yeah. Yeah, and for job search, it's easier, like you said, it's easier to get jobs in this parts of the United Kingdom because there are more companies, there are more people, more blacks. So it's easier to get jobs here than in Northern Ireland. So yeah, this is, I think with this now is like 6-5. We are winning 6 and then you 5.
I think you're not counting well. Guys, she's cheating here. Don't do that. Don't cheat.
See, you can't even compare. So please, it's 6-5. So please, if if you want to move to the United Kingdom, please move to England. Don't
Move to
follow
England.
Nana.
Save all your money and let's grow the community here. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So yes, guys, let's know your thoughts in the comment section. Okay, if you live in Northern Ireland, share with us your experiences. If you live in England, share with us your experiences as well. All right, guys, we've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you, Nanel, for being here. So guys, please subscribe to Nanel's channel as well, show her support. All right, so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
Thank you guys for having me. Yay. Bye.